Hey there, YouTube. This is Wine of All 1980 here with another review for you. This time we're going to look into the Underworld franchise, and we're going to start off with Underworld 1 here, starring Kate Beckinsale. It's a really good movie, really enjoyable, fun plot. A lot of people kind of bash it for some reason. It's just a fun action flick. It's about this vampire girl named Celine. They're part of this clan called the Death Dealers. They're all vampires, and they've been at war with the Vikings, werewolves for centuries now. And basically, this movie is about her trying to resurrect her leader Victor, but her supposed like father, but she's eventually betrayed by him when she falls in love with a man. I forgot his name. What was his name? I forgot his name. It's right here. But he falls in love with this guy, and he's bitten by a werewolf. But then he's shot by a silver bullet. So in order to save him, she has to bite him. So he basically becomes a hybrid, and He fights Victor near the end. Basically beats the shit. Pretty much they beat the shit out of each other because he's half vampire and half werewolf. So he's the hybrid now, and Victor is the leader vampire. So he has to deal with that. But it's definitely a really good movie. It's really a fun watch, fun action flick. It says right here, it's a modern twist on the forbidden passion, forbidden love, kind of like Romeo and Juliet with vampires and werewolves. It's a really good movie. I'll definitely recommend that. You guys should check it out. Then we move on to Underworld Evolution here with um oh by the way, in this movie, Underworld One, they she kills Vector by the end by slicing his head off, like half his head off right there with a sword. So that's pretty cool, and that's how she kills him in the movie. And his blood goes into the tomb of his brother. I think was his brother. Yeah, Marcus. So then we go into Underworld Evolution. Underworld Evolution in the beginning of the movie, we find he lives Craven. He goes to find Marcus's tomb so he can destroy him. Marcus is already out. And Marcus gets pissed at him, so he like freaking like rips his head off with his freaking wings. So that's pretty cool. That's Marcus right there, big fat guy. See the belly. Yeah, well, you can't see that good. So in this movie, basically, continues with the story between Celine and this guy. I can't remember his name. I think his name was. I don't know. I can't find it. But it's definitely a really enjoyable movie. Definitely really cool. And the story in this one is about Marcus trying to find his brother, which is a werewolf named not Marcus, William, and so he's trying to get him so they could team up, kind of take over, I guess. That's what they're trying to do. That's a really good movie. The freaking werewolves and the vampires. This movie, they really freaking duke it out in this movie. It's a really fun movie to watch. Really enjoyable. Marcus is crazy in this movie. I love how he dies though. Like, he gets pushed into a helicopter and shot into a bunch of little pieces. That's really cool. And William gets his jaw ripped off by the hybrid, which I cannot remember his name for some reason. It's really bothering me. Damn, let me see if I can find the guy. Sorry. I don't know. I just can't find it. But let me see. It's that guy right there. Could be still hybrid. But it's definitely a really enjoyable movie here. Definitely with a watch. I really enjoyed it. It's not as good as the first in my opinion, but it's a really fun movie, so check it out. Then we go on to Underworld, Rise of the Lycans. This movie is actually a prequel to the third movie, and I mean prequel to the first two movies. It's about how the werewolves and the vampires became enemies and everything. Victor's back in this movie, so is Lucian. I forgot to mention Lucian from the first movie. Him right there, yeah, I forgot to mention him. He's like the leader of the werewolves in the first movie, but he got killed by Craven. And this one, this how it starts with forbidden love and everything. Like he falls in love with a vampire, and the vampire girl falls in love with him. And again, it's forbidden love, so they can't allow that. So Victor kills his daughter, her, her for getting impregnated by Lucian, which is a werewolf. He Lucian was the first werewolf to be born human. Like other werewolves were born just werewolves and they couldn't become human again. They were just strictly animals. But he was the beginning of the Lycans. So that's pretty cool. I really enjoy that plot. Yeah, and they become enemies because Victor kills his own daughter and he makes Lucian watch and freaking Lucian loved her so much. So that's basically how the war between these two starts. And basically after that, the the Lycans build a resistance because the Lycans were like dogs and they were slaves to the vampires, and they're done with this. They said no more of this, and they're done now. Now they're going into war basically. And supposedly by the end of this movie, Victor dies. He just goes into a tomb, long deep sleep, and he's woken up in the first movie that first came out. Man, this movie is definitely really good. I think it's actually my favorite in the series because it has a lot of good werewolf action. It's definitely a movie to check out. I highly recommend it. And Underworld 4 is supposed to be coming out next year. I don't know what to be called. It's coming out something Dawn, Underworld Dawn, something like that. But it's definitely, I'm looking forward to it. So definitely, this is this is one of our 1988 saying goodbye, YouTube.